agent bounced in actually from Waikiki Beach out here in Oahu in Hawaii right now. Here for one more day. They came out here to get a chance to meet with the Seacret family out here. We had a great regional event yesterday, and which I'm excited about. But as soon as this training is over, I'm taking my board shorts and my Seacret flip-flops and heading down to the beach to spend a little bit of time down there before our flight home tonight. But wanted to get a chance to pop on here, and I know that we have a lot of the leadership here that's just getting started with Seacret. We have some phenomenal leaders from this industry that are decided to partner here with Seacret and getting a chance to bring in a lot of new people that are getting started. And every time you get new people that are getting started, we just want to make sure that everybody getting started knows how to get off on the right track. And there's a few simple things for some of you. You may have had some experience in this industry before, in the direct sales profession. Some of you, this might be your first rodeo. And regardless of if it's your first or your 15th, one of the things I love about Seacret is seeing people really get a fresh start to what they're doing. For some, there's a little bit of redemption, in terms of building Seacret. But quite frankly, is just taking everything you learned in your past, using it as a springboard for your future here, and setting some goals, but also setting some expectations of getting started and getting off on the right foot. Now, if you do have questions, I would highly recommend chatting any of them down there in that bottom box, in the chat box. Go ahead and type them in as we're going along. I'm going to do my best to deliver the information as well as address any questions as if we were live sitting there right with you guys, okay? But what I'm going to go through two main things, which is the backbone of getting started inside of Seacret, and really the most important start and activity that we have found in order to drive results in your business is two behaviors, and that's blueprints and parties. And those two things that we have kind of just hand in hand, right? So blueprints and parties. It's kind of like 1-2 step, and that's it. Keeping it very simple, duplicable, so that way if people go and they realize it. But inside of these two things, the blueprints and inside of the parties, there's some things that we've been able to do that I know that have been very effective. And the thing that I'm going to let you guys know for sure is you're not going to learn everything you need to know about Seacret from one person. Okay? Everybody has a little bit different style. Everybody has a little bit different flavor, and that's okay. Everybody's going to have that. So take the things that you can learn from me, apply them in your business, and also make sure that you're learning from all the leadership from Seacret, so you can learn from the top leaders that are getting started inside of this industry and some of the people in your support team. I mean, you've got an amazing support team of people that you have an opportunity to connect with and work with. So from my wife and I, which we're so excited to help serve and support this community and to the best of our abilities and capacities. You have, our $500,000 earners, top income earners you have inside of Seacret. Casey and Elena Call that you have an opportunity to connect with and work with, and just some of the biggest hearts you'll ever meet inside of this company, and just the way that they just let everybody into their home and serve and support them is amazing. And then you've got, the Malats, John and Tiffany Malat as unbelievable leaders in this profession over the last, more than a decade, done so well. And then you have, the Denny's, Josh and Cindy Denny, and then the Ben Shabbat family and the partners, Betty and Robert, and just amazing community of people that's here to support you in that. But inside of your agent launch kit, when you get it in the mail, all right, it's going to have this blueprint. And I'm going to go through it with you guys here real quickly inside of this blueprint and how it works. And a couple things on building success and getting started with Seacret that are really important. The first thing you'll notice inside of it has our core values. And one of the things I love about it is the first thing that we promote as a company is our core values as to who we are. What's the foundation that we stand on? And I love that our number one core value is to deliver a world-class customer experience, and then number two, become a product of the product. All right, and making sure that people understand that our customers are the reason that we have an opportunity, and building it in the right fashion. But your blueprint for success, okay, in this, the one thing you want to make sure you write down is obviously your agent ID. And let me go to a pointer here so you guys can see. So you have your agent ID number. You want to make sure you have your website and whatever that is. So www.seacretdirect.com / whatever your login is. Now you can change that at any time, and how you do it is you log into your back office. In the top right-hand side, you'll see a button here that says like My Account or My something, and then it says Personal Website Settings, and you can change your web alias, you can change your login, any of that kind of stuff is changeable. Obviously, your sponsor is the one that introduced you here to Seacret, but you also want to make sure you have the people that are in your support team, names, phone numbers, emails, of people that you can communicate with to help you build your business. A lot of times we refer to it as a pay line. These are the people people that, obviously get paid, the better you do. So you want to connect with them so that way you can start working with them. Obviously, we have our company's conference call information that takes place, and we have every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we have our call that's going to take place here in about an hour and 45 minutes is going to be our company call. So you can get on that line. We'll make sure that you have that number. It should be in your email box if you don't have it already. And inside here, it has the story. Now, I'm not going to go through this. I expect you to read it. All right? If you spent $1 million to join Seacret, which would have been worth it, in my opinion, then I didn't have to tell you to read this, okay? You would have read it the moment you got it. But, since most people, $1,500 to $600 to even a couple hundred if, they're getting it in a basic pack. But why relationship marketing goes through the promise of this industry, sharing the wealth, the cultural movement behind it. It goes through why Seacret specifically. I do expect you to read this. And then the Dead Sea. What is so unique about Seacret and where our products come from and where they're derived from, and quick facts about the Dead Sea that can help you in illustrating this information. The skincare line behind Seacret and what it is, and being in the industry at the right time and what it looks like. But your first mission, should you choose to accept it as a Seacret agent, is to complete Mission Superstar. So we have these 3 assignments when you first get started in Seacret, assignment 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to go over assignment 1 in detail with you right now because it's your first objective. And what I know is that if you can duplicate assignment 1, all assignment 2 and assignment 3 is helping more people complete assignment 1. So if we can focus our energy and our mindset around becoming what we call a superstar factory, just helping every person get paid and promoted as fast as humanly possible is the most important part of your business. So inside of this is what's going to come inside your agent launch kit. Is we want to help you become a Royale agent. But the first step in becoming a Royale agent is becoming a superstar. So let me show you how this works. All right. There's a picture of it right here, and I actually think I can zoom in a little bit more on it so you guys can see how it looks like. But this is what a superstar would look like. You're talking about this is you. You need 2 agents, one on your left, one on your right. 2 agents, one on your left and one on your right, and 4 preferred customers. So think about it like this, 2 by 4, okay? 2 agents, 4 preferred customers, okay? Now, in order for these agents to qualify you for Superstar and for you to be Superstar eligible, okay, that's what you'll notice is this little thing that says SSE stands for Superstar eligible. So you need to be eligible, and you need to enroll 2 eligible agents in order to qualify as a superstar. What does that mean? A superstar eligible agent is somebody that purchases one of our top 2 demonstration sets, either the 550 package or the 1450 package, okay? So again, we have 3 basic sets for agents when they get started. There's a 150, 550, 1450. To be superstar eligible, they need to purchase the 550 or the 1450 to get started, so that way they have their products to build their business. Now, is it because we want people to drop $1,500 to get started? No. It's because people need their products. You're in a product business. Okay? You can't rub a brochure on someone and be like, how does that feel? Nobody cares. What you want to do is get these products on people. How did Seacret move $900 million worth of products all over the world? Because they demoed the products. Okay? So get these products on people. But what I love is that I don't have to give my product away in order to create a result for somebody to get a sale or get a new preferred customer or get an agent. So your one set of products is going to last you a long period of time. Okay? My wife and I bought our big set. When we first got started, the 1450, actually it was $2,000 when we got started. They lowered the price, $2,000. And from that $2,000, we were able to generate a couple $100,000 in our first year, primarily just because what we did was demoed on people. We were in living room after living room after living room after living room after living room doing parties. I'm going to get there in a minute, but I want to make sure you understand a few things here in this blueprint. Okay? So first off is to become a mission superstar. Okay? So 2 agents, 4 preferred customers, okay? Now, I'm going to go through that. I can go through that a little bit more detail later. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask. And then your assignment 2 is to help 2 people become a superstar. Help someone on your left become a superstar. Help someone on your right become a superstar. Then you become a bronze, okay? All right? Help someone go bronze on your left, someone go bronze on your right. You become a royale. So all of it is based around that. So just real quickly, just to kind of show you guys one thing here that's important to understand is that you're obviously going to get paid. Anytime you retail product, you get paid. Okay? So the difference between what they bought it for and what you spent on it is the difference. Like the nail care kit, it retails for $50. Your cost is $20. So you sell it for $50, you bought it for $20, you keep the difference, $30. Okay? Preferred customers, you're going to get paid 20% on your preferred customers, 25% once you become a bronze. Some of you guys are like, where's all this stuff? It's in the compensation plan when you get it, so don't worry too much about it. All right, but the thing that I want to make sure you guys understand is the enroller bonuses. Okay, we have what we call enroller bonuses. Okay, all right. What that means is this: when you enroll somebody for a 150 set, okay, this is what your commission is going to be. Your commission is going to be $20 on that one set. Okay, now so you enroll somebody for a 550 set, you're going to earn you're going to earn $80 on that set. And when you enroll somebody for a 1450 set, 1450 set, okay, you're going to get paid $250. All right. Now you also are going to have volume that goes into your business for team commissions, but that's just another way. I just want to show you upfront money, how much you're going to make right away when you enroll somebody immediately. Okay. So when you enroll a basic, a premium, or a special agent set, which is basically this would be called a basic set. This would be called our premium. I can spell. Not really, actually I can't. And then our special agent set. All right. So that's what you would earn when you go out there and have somebody enroll with these packages. So if you enroll somebody, kind of give you one more example on this. Okay. So this is you, right? Okay. You are happy. You enroll one person over here, one person over here. Excuse the drawing. Okay. I don't have a mouse. I'm doing it on my keypad, and I'm not that good on that yet. All right. So if you enroll one on the left and one on the right for a 550 and a 550 set, what's going to happen? All right, you're going to get $80, and once you get your 4 preferred customers, okay, all right, what does that mean? 4 PCs. You're going to get paid on those PCs. When you do that, you're going to get your bonus. Now, you want to make sure that you accomplish this within how long? 28 days, okay? So 28 days in order to become a superstar for the bonus. Now, if you accomplish it after 28 days, you're still going to get a $100 bonus, okay, if you do it after. But, you know, we don't want you to only earn a $100 bonus. We want you to get the full bonus. Now, what is the full bonus when you accomplish it before? Take a look here. The full bonus is you're going to get an iPad mini, okay? You guys can see it right here, okay? You get an iPad mini. Why is this not working? Blah. Oh, there we go. So you get an iPad mini, all right, or you can take $250 in cash. So personally, $100 or an iPad mini or $250 in cash, we want you to qualify for that immediately, okay? So 4 preferred customers, okay? 4 preferred customers, 2 agents with a premium or above. Now, if both those agents are special agents, okay, and they got a 1450 package, that means you got $250, $250, and you got another iPad mini or $250 in cash. Plus, you're getting free products and all that jazz, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Now, if you take a look here on the right, it says follow these simple steps, okay? All right? There you go. Yeah, Tony, you get a $100 bonus even if you do it after. But take a look at this. Your first simple steps, make your contact list, schedule 2 parties, okay? All right? And then plug into the system. I'm going to talk about these things here just real quickly, and then we're going to get into exactly on our WOW parties, okay? You still get the iPad if you go over 20 days. No. Okay, the iPad is only available, the iPad mini is only available to earn as a bonus within your first 28 days of enrollment. Okay? After that, you can get the cash, and you can go buy an iPad if you really want an iPad. Yeah, the iPad and the bonus is only within the first 28 days, okay, of enrollment. All right? Now, from there, okay, the one thing that you'll notice inside of this blueprint is a couple different things. All right. Now, I'm not going to go through this in detail. Again, I expect you to read it. Is becoming the be the messenger, not the message. All right. So most of you, if you're like me, I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not an esthetician. I'm not a skincare expert. Okay. And here's what I did. I put products on people. That's what I did. I put products on people. I didn't even know. The first party I did had 3 estheticians. I almost freaked out. But it was great because they were so nice because they just basically helped me do the whole party with me. It was very nice. I was like, look, this is my first time. I don't really know much about skincare. And people asked me what's in it. And I would just give them the box. I'd be like, here you go. You know, and then they're like, and they would read the back. It's so funny is when people ask you, well, what's in it? If you just give them the box, then what they'll do is they'll just look at it. And 9 times out of 10, they're like, Okay. And then they don't even read it. It's funny. But it's just one of those questions people ask. So, but, using the products, being the messenger, be excited. Here's a sample quick invitation. Be confident, be quick, and be excited. In here, it's got some simple peak phrases of inviting that you can use that are very, very effective. So you can go ahead and use some of these. If you have some of your own that work very well for you, go ahead and start using those. Here's what I recommend. The truth. Use the truth. Okay? Use why it is you're doing the business. Hey, I think I found a way for me to be able to be a full-time stay-at-home parent, or I think I found a way for me to be able to still pursue my performing arts passion, but not have to give up on it. And can I do me a favor? I got these ridiculous products. I want you to check them out. What it's all about. You're going to be wowed. They're crazy. You got to come see this. So I want you to take a look at it. And now some of you guys are like, well, I'm afraid to call one of my friends because they're thinking I'm only going to be after them, to sign up in the business, and I don't want to affect our friendship. So say that. Call up your friend and be like, hey, John, listen, I've been hesitant to call you because I ran across something I'm really excited to share with you, but I haven't called because I'm afraid that you were thinking that only I was going to be after your money or something, and I didn't want it to affect our relationship or friendship, but it is something I really want to share with you. That's the truth, and it works. Why? Because it's real. All right, okay? So tell the truth, okay? Now, but be excited. Be confident, be quick, okay, so that way you can schedule appointments. There's two things that we do in Seacret. We show people Seacret, and we schedule appointments to show people Seacret. That's it. And then what do we do with everybody that gets started? We help them show people Seacret and schedule appointments to show people Seacret. And then when we get more people, what do? Show people Seacret, schedule appointments to show people Seacret, okay? Now, what am I doing? I'm trying to sort through the deck to find the aces in the deck. How many cards are in a deck? 52. But how many aces? 4. That's it. I'm not looking for everybody, okay? All right? The leaders, look, I'm looking for the leaders, not the followers. When you find the shepherds, the sheep come. They always do, every time, okay? I'm not looking for the kind ofs, the maybes, the I'll think about it, the I don't know, let me see how you do first. Follower. No, I'm looking for a leader. I'm looking for somebody that says, you know what, I see this, I see the vision, I see the opportunity, I see where this is going, I'm going to come in, I'm going to smash it. I'm looking for the aces in the deck, okay? How do you identify an ace? You'll know. They're not hard. They point themselves out very quickly. Now, some of them, you might get somebody that's like really sharp, really motivated, but they're not an ace. They're like a king, and they think they know it all, and they want to do it their way, and they don't want to adapt to the system, and, they want to tell you how awesome they are, and they've never had success in direct sales, but they'll make sure that you know how significant they are, or you'll have the queen, like the drama woman in your business, they'll pop up too. So just every once in a while, they'll confuse you because they're way up there in the deck, but they're not the ace. The ace is someone that's coachable, that's ready to work, that's got the fire, that's got the burning desire. That's what I'm looking for, okay? Now, inside of here, one of the other things that I love about it, okay, outside of, I went the wrong direction, sorry. One of the things that I love about the key phrases is handling objections. It's got a few ways to handle objections in here. I'm not interested. That's fine. I just want you to come and experience the products and help me out. I'm really excited about this, and I'm just getting started, and I could appreciate your support. Not bad. I'm busy. I understand you're busy. Wouldn't it be a good time to carve out a few minutes? We can sit down. Do I have to buy anything? No, you don't have to buy anything. I just want you to come experience the products and have a good time. So some of you guys are like, well, how do I handle those? Are simple ways to handle some of the common objections, okay? So is it sales? I simply want you to experience the same thing I experienced when I first saw these products. This is my first wow party. I'm really excited about it. Could you just take some time and come support me? What is it? It's a skincare company. It's been around since 2005. Now doing business in 40 countries. Done $800 million in sales, and and I want you to come on Sunday so that you can get the information firsthand and get some educated decision on if they can help you out. So you could use these, or if you got something that you can use that works well for you, great. But less is more. Now, in here is developing your contact list. All right. One of the things we do is to have a memory jogger. Say what you want to do is write down a list of everyone you know, not the people you think will do it. Everybody you know. Why? Because everybody you know has skin. Every one of them, right? So who do you know? Families, relatives, cousins, neighbors, coworkers. Who do you know that's a friend of a friend, or your best friend, or your old best friend, or your landlord, your boss? Who do you know that are big centers of influence? Who do you know that know a lot of people? Who do you know that's an esthetician, dermatologist, hairdresser, hairstylist, massage therapist? Anybody in that industry is great. Who do you know that's already maybe in sales or indirect sales? Has done some kind of a business before that are looking for something? Okay. Who do you know that as a part of your community or your PTA or your kids' teachers, or, just anybody and everybody, you want to jot them down. Why? Because it's a total land grab right now. It's first come, first serve. The people, the early bird gets the worm, this is when they're talking about in business. Timing is where not motivated, that's not the right word, okay? But here's what I mean by that is, in a timing scenario, an hour today invested in your business can be worth hundreds, if not thousands of hours years from now. Now, here's the thing, is that some of you guys have probably heard that before, and in network marketing, a lot of times, it doesn't matter what company, it could be a company that's been in business 100 years. Like, find an Avon rep. You know, an Avon rep selling Avon. They're doing $10 billion a year. They're the top dogs in the industry, right? They sell more products through direct sales than any other company on a yearly basis. And one of the things that's amazing when you talk to them is like, look, yeah, we're doing $10 billion a year, but that's nothing compared to what we're gonna do. We're going into momentum. Everybody's always going into momentum. I mean, every company will always say that to you guys. So, but the truth of the matter is that in the beginning phases of a company, when a company is doing less than $50 million a year, and if you can ride a company's wave from 50 million to 500 million to a billion, that wave right there, that 10, 20, 30-fold growth that you can take in an organization, whew, now we're talking about some explosive momentum, okay? All right, because some people are talking about going from here to doubling their income. Well, okay, well, that's awesome, but even if you rode the wave with the company, you'd still double your income. I don't want to double my income. I want to go 10, 20, 30-fold, right? So, but in terms of your contact list, don't prejudge. Some will, some won't. It's okay. Get them all down there so that way we can put product on them, all right? Now, in your contact list, it has a few things here. How to call. Make sure, did you invite them? Did you follow up with them? Because, you know, one of the things we learned a long time ago is fortune's in the follow-up, so you make sure you follow up with people. Now, most of the time you're going to get a voicemail. Don't stalk them. Don't be crazy. All I want you to do is get these products on them and then get them in touch with somebody. So there's a few ways we do that. One of them is our party system. Okay. Now, I'm going to take a minute to go through the party system because this is probably one of the most important elements and aspects of building your business. Okay. And now we have a lot of supportive tools around it. And what's amazing is when you log into your back office, smack in the middle right there, there are two videos you want to make sure that you watch. One of them is the blueprint video. The second one is our Wow Party training video done by Miss Tiffany Malott, Red Diamond Tiffany Malott. It's probably the best training video that we have on Wow Parties. And why? Because that's how I launched my business. I was so fortunate when I got started in Seacret to have an opportunity to see a couple parties done by Tiffany. So I got a chance to see it firsthand, and my wife and I were watching diligently. We're like, how do we do this? Because I'd never done anything in skincare. I'd never done anything in products. So I was like, I was freaking out. I had no idea what was going to happen. But what I found is that when you got these products on people, they started working. Now, I'm letting you know right now, I'm going to give you as much as I possibly can, from the 1%ers to the 10%ers on your party, setting it up before, during, and after, a lot of tips that you can implement. Now, the thing I don't want you to do is I don't want you to feel like you're overwhelmed at any moment in time. Because guess what? Even if I teach you how to do a perfect party, none of them ever go perfect. None of them, ever. You know, like you treat people, don't bring food, you know, but if you're doing a party with Filipinos, it's going to be food. I mean, it's just like I haven't figured out how to not get the lumpia to show up. It's always going to be food when you're doing a Filipino party, you know, and and I stopped fighting it a little bit. Now, granted, I always tell them anyway, but none of them always go, there's never ever a perfect party. But here's what I want. I want people to have a great experience. That's what I'm looking for people to do when they come to a party. A secret party is to have a great experience with the products and have a good time. You know, like we had a buddy that got started down in Atlanta right at the beginning, and nobody was in Atlanta and got started in Seacret. He had never seen a skincare product. He was like, I trust you. I know that you know what you're doing. And I was like, well, I know what I'm doing. I got some experience in the industry, but I don't know what I'm doing with Seacret. And he was like, well, so what do I do with this? He got his box in the mail. He was like scared to open it, like it was going to eat him or something, you know? So I was like, I didn't even know what to do other than I said, well, do you have any friends that are women? He was like, yeah. And I said, call all your friends that are women. Tell them you got a box of high-end skincare products in the mail, and you want them to come over and show them how they work and see if they're any good and try them for free. He was like, okay. So he called a few friends. He had 3 of his friends show up. So he didn't have a wow party. He had like a box opening party. And his friends just took the stuff out and started playing with it and using it. And he ended up selling like $300 worth of products that night because everybody was jacked up. He got a preferred customer and an agent out of it, you know, because they were like, this is amazing. So part of it worked because it was so simple. He was like, anybody could do this. So whether it's a box opening party or you invite people over, here's what I know. When people get these products on them, they want them, okay? So, but I'm going to give you guys as many tips as I can from beginning, during, and after on doing parties. Now, the format of the parties that I've known universally is going to be the same. Everyone's going to have a little bit different flavor. So you're going to kind of have to find, you know, your own little flavor that works good for you. But in here, it has a little bit on the setup, okay? All right, a couple things on the setup of some things that you want to get. Everything that I got free, I got at the Dollar Tree. I got at the dollar store, you know, and could we afford better stuff? Yes, but why? It's just, I need it to be simple and duplicatable. So what do I get? I go there, I get some plates, some plates, get some plastic plates and bowls, get some tissues, you know, some applicators, and the mirrors. You can buy those mirrors. You buy like 6 or 7 mirrors. Even if you don't have mirrors, because there's a lot of times I didn't even have mirrors. So you know what people do now? They use their phone. You just turn your camera on your phone, and your camera is a mirror for you. So people have a mirror when they're putting the product on. They can just use their phones. Okay, if you run out of mirrors or you don't have any, for God's sake. Okay, so don't make excuses. Just make money. And you know, it's getting together with it. One of the things that we do is you want to think about hitting the senses. Okay, the party is you're creating an experience. We don't sell products. Okay, we sell an experience where people get a chance to have a great time with Seacret. So in the invitation process, you can learn that in a lot of different ways in here. There's a great invitation online and all these different things, but inviting people over, the key thing I would say in inviting is I always ask if they're available before I invite for what it is. So as an example, okay, let's say I was inviting Marcia over to my party on Sunday. So when I ring the phone, ring, ring, yeah, is Marcia, hey, it's Jess, okay? Now, talk to your friends like you talk to your friends, because otherwise it's going to be weird. Just say, hey, Marcia, what are you doing Sunday at 6? Are you free for about an hour? Now, Marcia's like, well, why? What is it? Now, she's either going to say yes, no, or what is it, right? If she says yes, then I invite her, because I know she's available. If she says no, then I say, okay, cool, I'll call you later. If she's not available, she's not available. Remember, this is an invitation, not a presentation. This is an invitation. Now, if I'm busy. Most of you are busy. You got a couple hours a week to do your business. So if I've only got 5 hours a week, I would rather spend as much of that time as possible inviting people that can come versus talking to people that can't. I can always call her later. And here's what I found out. There's more curiosity attached to it after that anyway. So, hey, are you available Sunday at 6? No? Okay, cool. I'll call you later. You know, hey, what is it? If they say, what is it, okay, here's what I know. If you tell them what it is, they'll tell you if they're available or not based on what you say. But if you find out they're available first, okay, then they can't tell you that they can't come because they told you they're available. So if I say, hey, Marcia, so Sunday 6, can you come? She's like, hey, what's going on? Say, listen, if you're free, I'll let you know. If not, I got to go. If you're free, I'll let you know. If not, I got to go. I'll call you later. Okay, so what do you mean? What's going on? And be like, look, I got a lot of people that I got to call, and if you can't come on Sunday at 6, then I'll talk to you about it later. So, you know, be like, well, what is it, you know? So just be like, we're having a party, you know, and we're trying on these really cool products, and I want you to come check it out. So, but if you can't come, don't worry, I'll tell you later about it. So, are you free? Yes, I'll tell you. If you're not, can you come? If you can't, I'll call you later. So that way I can get through as many as I can. 1-minute invitations, okay, all right? 1 minute, boom, 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 boom. I would rather you call 60 people and make 60 1-minute invitations than make 6 10-minute invitations and have 6 people you think are coming, 4 cancel, and have 2 show. You know, I'm telling you right now, just get through it, all right? You're in this business to be able to make as much as possible, as fast as possible, not as little as possible, as slow as possible, okay? So get the invitations out there, invite, now that you're at your party, okay? So how do you set up your party? Very simple. You have some of the stuff out. Okay, you have your display of products. If you don't have your premium set or above, it's going to be tough for you to do a very effective party because you don't have that many products to demo. All right, so the basic set is basic. It's enough to do a very basic regimen. All right, but you want to make sure you have your premium set or above so you have a full skincare product line. Now, why do you want to have the special agent set? Because it has all the green line products. All the products that every baby boomer I've ever sat down with is like, I gotta have that, right? So make sure that you get the special agent set. If you haven't, you can upgrade to it now if you just didn't understand the importance of it or what Superstar eligible meant. You can log into your back office. Right in the middle it says shop. The first one says Secret Agent Pack. If you haven't bought one, you can buy it. If you bought a premium and you want to upgrade, or you bought a basic and you want to upgrade, there's an upgrade tab right underneath it. You can just upgrade to it, okay? So a couple things on your party. Number 1. Okay, don't do an elaborate fruit spread. Don't buy those pre-packaged fruit things. You're paying 10 times markup for someone else to cut the fruit, okay? Just don't do it. Here's what I do. Buy a cucumber, slice it up, okay? All right, buy an apple, slice it up, buy some grapes, That's it. Do not spend a bunch of money on this stuff. I'm telling you. No chips, dips, soda. We're not looking for people to get fat from doing, in-home parties, because you're going to be doing a lot of these if you want to make as much money as possible. What we want to do is promote health-conscious stuff, right? So we're promoting healthy products for your skin. Let's promote healthy things you're going to put in your body. Make some spa water. Spa water, it's very difficult to make. You take water, you put it inside a pitcher, cut up some lemon, cut up a cucumber, and throw it in there. And if you only have cucumber, that works. If you only have lemon, that works, okay? And you can be creative and put strawberries and all that stuff in there too, but, just keep it real simple. When people come, check this out. Have some light music going in the background. I love Pandora smooth jazz. That's one of my favorites. It's very smooth, but it's also, it doesn't put people to sleep. Have a candle, something that smells nice, so when people walk in. Think about that room right before you go get a massage, that pre-massage room where you walk in and they got the spa water, they got the music, it's feeling good, and you're like, this is going to be good. Right? That's when you want people to walk in where they smell it, they taste it, they see it, they feel it, and they're like, this is going to be good. Right? So when they walk in, you create that experience for them. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to demo the salt and oil and the body butter immediately as soon as they get there. So when your guests get there, hey, thank you so much for coming, you get them set, can I offer you some spa water? And they're always like, spa water? Yeah, of course. So you give them some spa water, and they drink it, and everyone, they're like, this is good, and it's so funny. And then what you want to do is take them over to your salt and oil. Now, the best way to do it is you want to have a clear or plastic bowl. Again, Dollar Tree. You can get a bowl for $1, big bowl, okay? And not a little bowl, like a big bowl, and a pitcher. So you have a pitcher, you got a bowl. And what I'm doing is this, okay, I'll put a little bit of water on their hands first, all right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the salt and oil. I'll be like, hey, so this is one of our products. Make sure you stir it up because the oil sets on the top. Just stir all the oils into the salt so it's all mixed up, kind of like peanut butter. The oil rises to the top if it's natural, so stir it all in. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a little bit, okay? Now, what I mean a little bit, I mean about as much as you can fit on the top of a quarter, okay? And when I do that, I say, what I want you to I just do what I want them to do, because people do what you do, not what you say, much faster. So I just go, you know what you want to do is just start putting this on here, okay? All right? So because if you get their hands a little wet first, it's like putting soap on there. It'll go a lot further, a lot faster, a lot easier. So you just put a little water on so their hands are damp. You put the product on, and then they just start rubbing it around. I always tell them, get all up in there. Get on the tops, the knuckles, cuticles, get all in there. This is actually an exfoliator. I just tell them this is a salt from the Dead Sea from Israel, and just wash it all, wash. I don't really tell them much about it. I mean, if you want to go into a pitch on it, you can. I just want them to experience it, all right? So just, all right, cool, all right, perfect. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the water and slowly pour the water, slowly, not a lot. I'm going to try to use as little water as possible. I'll show you why. So I'm going to slowly pour the water over their hands, and this is what I say, let me know when all the salt comes off. All right, let me know when all the salt comes off. All right, and then I'm just pouring until they're washing it off. Now, every time you do this, when the salt starts coming off, they feel the oils. And every time, if you look at their face, they're like, ooh, wow, right? And that's why we call them wow parties, because everyone always says wow. So they demo that. Now the salt, all that falls off. They say, okay, I'm good. So, you put your pitcher down. You hand them a couple towels. You can use paper towels, or if you have hand towels, they're fine. And then they just, I always tell them just pat dry. Okay? Now it's like, you feel those oils? Yeah. So those are going to soak in. Here's what I say. Those are going to soak in about 10 minutes. Now, for people that have put oil products on, they're going to love it. For like me, I was like, oily, but they were like, it's going to soak in about 10 minutes. I was like, oh, okay. So they soaks in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a little bit of the body butter. Now, usually men are much worse than women, because men just, it's like they've never done this before, so it's like way too much. And when I mean like way too much, I mean like way too much, okay? You get about a teardrop, okay, all right, of that body butter, because there's already so much oils from the salt and oil scrub that they don't need a lot of the body butter, and a little goes a long way, and you can always give them more if they ask for more. And sometimes I'll have that. They're like, hey, can I get a little bit more? I'm always like, yeah, of course, but less is more when it comes to body butter after the salt and oil, because I can't tell you how many times I've been to parties, especially with guys, where they give them like a half a spoonful or something, and then it's the funniest thing ever, because, people are like this, and they're like, and then they're like trying to wipe it all the way up their arm because there's just so much of it, right? And then you ask them, how does that feel? And they're like, good, but you can see it on their face that they're like, yeah, right? It's just too much. So just a little bit, enough to lock it in, which is really cool, okay? All right, now, the other thing that you can do is this. You can always use a little bit of the hand cream if you want to use that too as well, which is great, because it'll absorb real fast. So now I did the salt and oil. Now they're smelling it. They're like, oh my God, this stuff smells good. They're rubbing their hands for like 10 minutes. They're just sitting there like this, like, right? Well, what's next? So this is an open door product. This opens them up. It gets them accustomed to the products using something. Because if you walk into the room and be like, I'm going to put mud on your face, they're like, no, you're not. Okay? But once you do this, they have an experience of a product. Okay? So every person that comes in, salt and oil, body butter, knock it out, give them spa water, get the music playing, everyone's relaxed, they're feeling good, they just got a good product on, having a good time, right? And then what happens is this. Then they go down to sit down to do your party. Now, dining room table, place where the best lighting is usually the best place to do it if you have that. If not, we've done them around the living room. I've done them in dorm rooms. I've done them in hotel rooms. I've done parties in vans. I've been buses. We've done them anywhere and everywhere. It doesn't really matter, but the place that you have good lighting is usually the best. And what we have is inside of every agent kit, it has a flip chart. Okay, it has a flip chart. Now, if there's a place where it's convenient with a laptop or something, you can play the 4-minute video from Dr. Professor Ho and the Seacret video. It's a great thing to play. I like it. It's some third party. It shows them a little bit about, the Dead Sea and where it comes from. That's a great 4-minute video. And then that way, it's less of you having to explain the Dead Sea and the video explain the Dead Sea. All right? If it's convenient, it works. You're in a living room. There's a TV or a computer. I don't like shuffling people around though if it doesn't really work that way. But the main thing is that people have a good experience. So when you get started with your party, you want to, don't dress suit and tie, just, nice casual. Don't dress like a bum, but, something, nice casual for you and that makes sense. And people should be relaxed, having a good time. So when we start the party, all you're going to do is, if you're the host of the party for your friends, if you happen to have an expert there, great. If you don't, it's not really a big deal because the products are your experts, all right? So you're going to go through the chart and we're going to let people demo and play with all of the products that you got. And that's really the main focus of the event, is letting people try and experience everything so they can see it. Seeing is believing, all right? 2 things I want you guys to know about the party that I think are important when it comes to building it. If you don't have like an expert there, someone helping you, it's okay. If it's long distance and you really need someone, one of the things we do and that you can do is a Skype party. Now, what do I mean by that? Is like if you have a laptop, and you have an expert that you're just like, look, I really need it. Then so we schedule a Skype party where we Skype in because I get to see you, you get to see me, and then basically I just tell you, hey, go grab this, hey, Tony, go grab this, and you can Skype in and have a party where I can see them and we can still interact. So it's kind of using high tech and high touch together. And then once you see it a couple times, you're off and rocking with it. Okay, so. From there, here's basically what we're doing. Is you got your flip chart, right? And the first page of the flip chart, it just talks about the company. But the thing that I would say before you go and do anything is to start with your why. Start with why you're doing this. Because if they don't know why you're doing this, then they may not want to support it if they just think it's just something for you. Okay? So, start and be authentic. Be real. All right? So listen, I ran across Seacret and, I fell in love with it because the products, the timing, the opportunity, because I saw a way for me to be able to be a stay-at-home dad or be able to travel or do the things that I really loved. And I'm really excited that you guys are here, and supporting. And today, I'm not here to sell you all this stuff. I just want you to try it all, And that's what I tell people. I say, many of you, I'm not here to say this, but many of you are going to want to buy after you try and experience it. And then I just tell my story, my experience, I say, look, I ran across Seacret, a couple months ago, a couple weeks ago, whatever, how long ago it was when I first got started. And my first party, like I said, that I did for somebody where I was the one hosting, there were 3 estheticians. It was in down in Aliso Viejo in Orange County, and it was crazy. And what I did was this: is we just started passing the products around. So first thing we talked about is the company, and you can kind of read the bullet points. 2005. Got hundreds of retail locations, and then I would say many of you have probably seen these products in the mall. How many guys have seen these Seacret products or Dead Sea products in the mall? It's usually some beautiful Israeli man or woman that's like, my friend, come, And I usually make that joke, and they're like, yeah. I was like, did they get you too? Yeah, because some of them are pretty aggressive, right? Because some of them are aggressive. Some of them aren't. Most of them just got out of the Israeli military, and they're here to make 30% commissions for selling to Americans. So, of course, they're aggressive. And they had to be, because when kiosks first came out, people were interested and wanted to stop. But then now they put a kiosk every 3 feet, so no one wants to stop anymore. So what do they got to do? They got to be aggressive to get you to stop so you can experience the product so they can make a sale. It's their livelihood, right? So now I understood it now, but for me, one of the reasons why Seacret is transitioning from their retail business to their direct business is because people aren't buying as much products from kiosks and carts anymore. And they wanted to position themselves in front of this direct trend where people are buying more stuff online. Also, if you can get it cheaper, they'd love to be able to provide that for you. But also, most people aren't willing to sit in the middle of the aisle for 30 minutes and put stuff on their face. Most people aren't going to do it in the middle of the mall. So most people never even got a chance to experience how great all of Seacret products really were. So hang on one quick second, guys. Sorry, I just had to turn the air conditioning on because I'm like, you know, I'm sweating over here. But basically, outside of that, when you're inside of your party, so you're talking a little bit about the company, talking about their transition from, you know, the malls, which most people know them from or have seen them, into the direct business, okay? And then the Dead Sea. You start talking about the Dead Sea. Now, if you play the video, great. If you couldn't play the video, that's okay. You just know some facts about the Dead Sea. Now, if some of you guys are like, I don't know much about the Dead Sea, Google it, research it, read a little bit about it. This is your business, for God's sakes, okay? You know, learning a little bit about the Dead Sea, it's amazing. I started watching some videos on YouTube, there's some crazy stuff, you know? So, you know, when you see, you know, you start researching the Dead Sea and learn a little bit about it, it's amazing, all right? So, you know, I just started telling about the Dead Sea. For those of you guys, and what I would say is if you're like me, I knew of it, but not much about it, and I started learning a little bit about it, and it's pretty amazing. These, you know, the minerals that they see, and millions of people that travel there, and Cleopatra, and everyone wanted to know her secret, so we call it it. So people like that. And then what I'm doing is just going through the products. You know, so now I'm going through the products. So on the page, it has a product. Every picture of it, what I do is this, is I literally just pass that product around. The first one is the salt and oil and the body butter. So I was like, hey, how do your hands feel now? And after 10 minutes, it is soaked in, right? So they're like, oh, yeah, love this, right? So now they know the experience. Now imagine that over your entire body, from your neck all the way to your toes. And they're like, oh, yeah, right? So some of you guys want to go hook and get yourself hooked up right now. So this is actually an exfoliator. It's one of the most important things in skincare is to exfoliate your skin, okay? Give it that nice, healthy, vibrant look, okay? You know, regenerate your cells. And help eliminate wrinkles. So neck to your toes, body butter, and our salt and oil in our body butter, okay? When you flip it over, it's got the salt scrub. So what do? I untwist it, and I go, look, here's the pure salt. And then I just show it, and then I pass it around and let people pass it. So I do everything I want them to do. And then when they do it, and I make a joke, I say, look, the salt, you know, it's incredible healing. It's not for margaritas. You know, I make a joke because I like to have fun. Everyone always laughs. And then they just pass around and they smell it, you know, right? And then the next one out there, you got the foot cream. So I take the foot cream off and I say it's great because it has tea tree oil in it. So it's kind of like, you know, mint, you know, for your feet. And I take a little bit of it. I say, go ahead and try some on your elbow, you know, or if you got sandals on and you want to get into it, make it happen, you know. And I pass it around. And I say, everyone put it on your elbow so you can kind of feel it. All right, so you can feel the texture of skin on your elbows most similar. Now, once everybody has it, I go, now everyone do me a favor, smell your elbow. It's hilarious when you do this. I don't do it for them. I do it for my own entertainment, you know, because then inevitably there's always 4 or 5 people in the room like, you know, and then it's fun. The foot cream, but I know to smell your hands because they can smell the tea tree oil, you know, so they smell it. Feels really good. Then I got the hand cream, so now I'm passing the hand cream around. It's designed for people not to have to reapply moisturizer all day long after multiple washes, you know, so you can try that, you can feel that. It smells really good. Around, and they try it, and I say, look, you got skin everywhere. If you want to put this something on an area or try it or feel it, go for it, make it happen. You know, people get, and they start getting into it, right? So then I'm going through the remaining other products. So I'm going through all the body products. Now I've got, let's see, what's next in the flip chart? I'm going off the top of my head right now. So I've got the hand cream, the foot cream, I've got those, and then I've got the soaps, right? So I've got some soaps, you know, which are awesome. So, and thank you, Tony and Marcia, appreciate that. So I talk about the soap, I pull it out, and I let them smell it. They're hard pressed, not soft pressed, so you can feel this. You can, you know, so they don't melt in the shower like your traditional bar soap. They last a lot longer, which is great. And then I'm talking about if you're going into the nail care kit. Now, this is one of those ones that I'm going to demo on somebody. I'm not going to do it on everybody. I'm going to pick one person, you know. Most of you guys have probably seen this before in the mall. This is what my wife got sold. She bought 3 boxes of this, and I pull out the nail buffer, and inevitably there's usually always seen that, or I own that, right? So just even if everybody's seen it or own it, do it anyway. So you know, pick on somebody with natural nails. I'll usually try to do a guy if there's a guy in the room. because it's more entertaining, but also because they generally have bigger thumbs, so you can see easier. So I'll grab a guy, and it's very rare that the guy has anything on his nail. So it's a safe bet he has natural nails. Okay. So I'm gonna grab. I always do the right thumb, or you can ask them, are you right or left-handed? If they're right-handed, do the right thumb. If they're left-handed, do the left thumb. But I usually always do the right, because even if they're right-handed, it's their main texting finger. So if it's your main texting finger, so for 2 weeks, all your things secret because they see their shiny thumb. So it's like a business card they can't throw away. It's fantastic. So what I do is this. So you do the blue side, the gray side, and then the white side. I say, okay, are you ready? Check this out. Boom, right? And then they say, God, look at that. And then I have them show off both their thumbs to everybody. And then if there's people next to them, I go ahead and touch his thumb, feel it. So now people are like, they're having a good time, and they're laughing, and they're like, wow, oh my God, look at that. That's crazy, you know? So that's cool. And then what I'm doing is we're getting into the facial products, okay? All right? So once we go through all of the body and had a chance to pass them around and everyone smelt them, felt them, tried them on, then I'm going into the facial products. Now when I get into the facial products, you know, I'm talking about there's different, you know, we have different things. We have, you know, serum and moisturizer and masks and stuff like that. Now we have them for your face and for your eyes, you know, because the skin, I always tell people, go ahead and pinch your cheek and then pinch right underneath your eye. See, the skin underneath your eye is very different than the skin that we have. So we have target areas, products that specifically target this. And we have two things, serums and moisturizers. Why two? It's very simple. It's like food and water for your skin, right? So serum is like intense hydration. Moisturizer is like intense nutrition. It's like food. The serum is like food for your skin, and the moisturizer is like water. You know, so we've got these two things like food and water, and everyone's like, right? Okay, so that makes sense. It made it real simple for me, but more importantly, instead of me talking about any of this stuff, we're just gonna try it. Okay. It starts with the cleanser and the toner. We want you guys to try one of our amazing products so you can see and feel how it feels on your skin. But before we put on a mask, we need to clean and cleanse, okay? Because we just want to take the junk off, all right? So, and if there's a couple types of things. If you have women in the room that, you know, are, well, I don't want to remove my makeup. I have tried to handle the objection first, and I always say, listen, and for those of you in the room that have makeup on, you know, usually we find 90% of the time we find that people like the side with secret regimen after without makeup than the side with makeup on. And then they're usually like, well, let's see, and then they go do it, which is awesome. You know, and they say, what we want to do is we want to do half, left or right, okay? Because we want you guys to be able to, all right? Now, if you got a hot date tonight and you need to even out, we'll let you even out afterwards, but we want to give you a chance to experience. Now, I'll make a joke because this happened to me. I say either left or right, okay? Because I had a guy in LA do the top half of his face, you know, and because he was doing the whole forehead, and I was like, no, only half. He's like, I am doing half. I'm doing this half. And I was like, no, just never mind. So a couple of things when I'm doing it. So what we're going to start with is you're going to start with the cleanser, okay, and the toner. Now, every person should have a little plate in front of them. You know, you got your cotton pads, so you got those from the Dollar Tree. It's in that list of a couple things that you need. And then what you do is this, is I just go around and squirt a little bit of the cleanser on each plate. Just very simple. Just bam, 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 bam. Okay? So just squirt a little bit on, and what they do is just like they were cleaning their face, okay? So now another little tip. If you get a little bit of water, like when I mean a little bit, I mean just a couple of drops onto the cotton pad before you do the cleanser, it's going to make the cleanser go a lot further because it's kind of like washing, you know, with a little bit of water. So half their face is going to feel more like a moisturizer. So they clean that. Now here's the one thing that I found that helps is make sure they get a clean one afterwards and wipe off all the excess cleanser. The reason why is because imagine you walk into the shower, you soap up, and you walk out without rinsing off. That'd be kind of like what it would be about putting the cleanser on, rubbing all the dirt off, and then not washing it off with a clean one, okay? So use a clean one. Normally, I would say, obviously, you'd be doing this in front of your sink in the morning and night, or you'd be doing it in the shower, like a lot of people do. Most people do a large portion of their skincare regimen in the shower while they're doing what they're doing anyway, okay? So cleanser. Then what I'm doing is I'm doing the toner. Okay, on half. So toner, bop, 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 bop. You know, you put a little bit on their cotton pad, and then they do the toner. Okay, what is the toner? What it does, it helps tone, you know, your pores. So it cleans on the inside. So the cleanser more like the outside, great makeup remover. Toner cleans on the inside. It's also a great product for acne. It pulls a lot of those deeper inside of the pore. It also is really great when you use it consistently for acne scars. If you know anyone that has any of those challenges. Okay. Next thing we have inside of the book is you have the exfoliator and or the mud soap. Now I'm talking about the mud soap, but I can't really demo that. So I'm just talking about how awesome mud soap is, right? And everybody uses soap. This is a great clarifier. Pulls pulls a lot of the toxin out of your skin. You use it all over your body, okay? And then the other thing I'm going to talk about is the exfoliator. Now, for me, you can go a couple different ways with it. People do the exfoliator on the face. I usually will do it on the wrist for a couple of different reasons, because I know I can do it on everybody's wrist, because sometimes it's easier to see the difference in your skin than it is on here. But also, it depends on the mask that they use. I found if I use the exfoliator and a mask, they were like pink afterwards because it was just too much for their skin, especially if they've never done anything with skincare before. That's what happened with me the first time I did it. But on the wrist, what I do is I just put a little bit. When I mean a little bit, again, guys, a little bit, like half a teardrop, okay? And test it on you. When I talk about a little bit, take less than you think you need, and then take that and put it in half. And then put that on and just rub it in, because all I need them to do is I want them to do a little baby spot. So what I do is I take a little bit of that peeling gel, the mineral rich peeling gel, and I just pass it around, and I go boop, and just put a little bit on their wrist, and I say don't touch it, everybody just put it on your wrist, so let it set. I was like, now what I want you to do is everyone take your finger and just start rubbing it in, and then everyone's like, and then just a little baby circle, rub that right in, those little balls pile up all the dead skin from the peeling gel. Everybody that sees this, they're like, what is it? I was like, you take this? And they're like, what? I was like, that's all your dead skin. And they're like, you know. And usually all the women are like, gross, and all the guys are like, cool. So, and I say, look, if, you know, whoever gets the most dead skin on their plate gets a prize. You know, I'm just kidding. But we have some fun with that. Now, the two things I do is say, go ahead and put your wrist together, okay? Touch one side, touch the other side, and they can difference, but they'll also see it. Now, if it's a small area, and they just rubbed it right in, they'll see a little bright circle. So you'll actually, you see how it's a little bit brighter than it is on the other side? And they're like, yeah. It's like, so now your face, you're going to get that natural glow. And one of the big things that I see a lot of women do in Seacret is they have a goal of not having to wear makeup. Not that they don't wear it when they want to, but not feel like they have to wear makeup every time they leave the house, okay? That's their skincare goal with Seacret, is to not have to wear makeup and feel comfortable going out, you know? So, and instead of putting your makeup on top of dead, dry skin, you get to pull all that off. Now, the first time you do this on your face, you're going to freak out. Now, one of the things I like about it is that if I do it on their wrist, they want to do it on their face, so they want to own the product, okay? So what happens is they see that and they go, then I have our serums and our moisturizers. Now, all I say is that serum and moisturizers, food and water for your face. Now, we're going to let you try these, but after we put your mask on, we're going to apply these after we remove the mask. Cool? And then I just move on. All right. So then what we do is we get into the masks. All right. Now we have our green line, which is the same thing. I'm going to talk about the peptides, you know, the anti-aging and stuff like that. It just, you know, you can read some of those bullet points. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to put the mask on. Okay. Now when we put the mask on, it's based on their skin type. Recover. I don't usually go into the pitch of recover, okay, until I put the masks on, and the reason why is because if I go into recover, everybody wants to do it, and there's so many people that are like, I want recover. I don't have any wrinkles. I only will do recover on one person in the room because it's an expensive product to demo. You know, if it costs me $100 roughly, and there's 8 packets, about $15 for that. So I want to make sure I got a wrinkly person in the room, okay? And I don't need to demo on more than one person for other people to see the results of it, okay? So, but one person, the other ones I'm going to do the mud stuff, and I've sometimes even seen better results from some of the mud products than the recover product, because the mud products are really good too, all right? So don't downplay the mud products because of the recover. So we basically, the 3 types of masks that I'll use in the party, the most common ones are the mud, the dry mud, and the magnetic mud, okay? The dry mask, right, the mineral-rich mud mask, is actually my favorite mask, all right? And then so dry and oily. So I'll just ask people, are you dry or oily? Now, some of you guys, if you're like, I don't know what I am, it's very simple. You're probably normal if you don't know. But if you had to lean on, I think I'm more dry or I think I'm more oily, and if you don't know that you're fine, you could go with either one and you'd be good, okay? So what I'm doing is that based on what they have is I'll put a little bit of the product on their plate and then just have them pick it up and start putting on, just paint it on. Okay, all right, just start painting it on, try to get a smooth coat of it, and then it stays on for 15 minutes. So mud mask, dry mask, the mud mask or the M4. So the dry mask is going to be more for oily skin, and then the other one is going to be for dry skin. And then the recover, if I got a wrinkly person, I'm going to put that on them so they can see that. Now the thing with recover is you got to kind of knead it a little bit. Just think of it like a glow stick. You snap it and then it activates. So that's the nanotechnology. So you like rub it around a little bit so the little nanos in there are like, all right, let's do this. You know, so they get pumped up to go take out wrinkles. And then what's going to happen is you apply it. The best thing to do is apply it up, kind of like gravity. Try to get it inside some of the target areas. All right. And the thing that you need to tell them about if they're wearing recover is can't move. because it's like a cast on their skin. So if they move or they use their expression lines, the cast breaks and it doesn't work as well. So they can't move. For sure, that's important. All right. So 15, 20 minutes. While that mask is on, I'm going to give you a couple of more suggestions on while the mask is on, and then we're going to wrap up this training with any questions that anybody has on it. All right. Hopefully this is helping all of you guys, and I truly pray that you guys just use this information to go build your business. Now, why? My wife, just so you guys know, timing-wise, my wife and I did 100 parties in our first 90 days. We were in 100 living rooms. I don't mean like I did 100 parties at my house and invited people over. We did too, okay? But then from there, we were in living room after living room after living room after living room after living room. Now, some of you guys are like, 100 parties. Well, we were full-time. But we also had to replace a six-figure income we walked away from to join Seacret. So it wasn't like we had time to just dilly-dally with this thing, okay? We had to replace our income. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is the fact that some of you guys are like, I can't do 100 parties, but that's what got us to $10,000 a month in 90 days. We were in 100 living rooms. Now, some of you guys are like, well, what if you did 100 a year? If you did 100 for the year, that'd be 2 a week. You could do 2 a week. I know you could. A few hours, you did a party there and a party there. Boom, you could do 2 a week. Over the course of the year, that'd be amazing, okay? That's right, Matt. 100 living rooms. That 100 living room challenge. Okay, you can do 100 living rooms. I'm telling you, get these secret products on people. It's hard not to get them excited. All right. So, but let me show you. Once you get the mask on, then what I'm going to do is this: I'm going to show that if you have before and after pictures, those are great, by the way, and there's some resources for them in the organization. I'm going to give you a couple of resources for before and afters and stuff like that. But on top of that, the other thing is that when you're going through the business side, the thing that I would say for sure, okay, is less is more when it comes to the opportunity side of Seacret. The one thing that you don't want to have happen is all of a sudden you get these products on their face, they got to sit there for 15 minutes, and you're like, all right, now here's where I'm going to sell you on a business, and then you pull out and you start drawing circles, and everyone's like, oh no, here we go again, all right? I've been to one of these, right? So that's not the experience that we want. They just had an amazing experience with the products. They're in love with the products. We want to keep them in love with the products. Okay? So this transition is very important. Let me give you a couple of things how I phrase it and how I say it. So, okay, programs that Seacret has, okay? So hopefully my connection's back and we're okay. So you guys can hear me, see me? Okay. Give me a yes down there. Back now. Good. All right. So rewards and referral programs. That's what I use. Why? Because it doesn't tee off some like, wait a minute, business? What's going on? Because really, that's how simple. Those are that's the language that I use that I have found very effective and very inviting. Where no one's like, well, I hate rewards and I hate referral programs. I don't like those. Nobody's negative about that. So when the mask is on their face, I say, look, like I told you, most people weren't going to be doing this. Now, how many of you guys have had a good time so far? And everyone's always like, yeah. I say, so one of the great things that we do is that Seacret, you can participate by buying these products retail, okay? And you can buy them just like you would at the store, except for, you're buying and supporting your friend. The second way is to become a preferred customer. Now, this is something that's now available because of our direct market, where you can get up to 50% off of all these products. How many of you guys like to save money? Everybody. So you can get these amazing products, have your best skin ever, and we can set you up on a regimen of products where you can get this month, this the next month. You can save over 50% off of the products, and then all I'm doing is telling them on how they can get the products cheaper through our preferred customer program and how they can refer for and pay no more. Okay, so refer for, pay no more. We have a great rewards. We have a referral program. When you refer 4 more preferred customers, you start getting your products for free. Now, how many of you guys would like to get these products every month for free? Guess what everyone says? Me, right? So when everybody says me, I know who I'm going to go schedule a party with. Because here's the thing, whether they become an agent or they just become a preferred customer, or even if they don't, we have people that didn't buy anything but were willing to do a party. Why? Because they had such a good time, right? So when I have a PC or I have somebody that gets started, I say, hey, how many of you guys would like to get these products for free? How do we do that? We just do a little party like this. You had a great time. I'm sure if you knew people that were over here, they would love these products too. So they demo the products. They felt the products. We talk about the preferred customer program. And then lastly, I say becoming an agent. Okay. The third way that you can have some of the rewards that Seacret has is we have these great programs where you can not only get free products, but they'll give you iPad minis, and they have a Drive Your Dream car bonus program that's with $500, and it goes all the way up to $6,000 a month, and and there's a lot of people earning a little bit extra or a lot extra by referring these products. Now this is what I would say. Some people are aggressive with it, some people aren't. I say there are 3 types of agents, okay, that get started working with us. And when you want to do real estate, you become a real estate agent. When you want to work with Seacret, you become a Seacret agent. And that's fun. And everyone always like, ha, 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 right? So the 3 types of agents, okay? All right, it's $49 to become an agent, and then you select a different package of products, just like we have here today. Now, if you have the big package, it's easy to sell the big package. Why? Because they have all the products that you're just demonstrating. It's hard to go out there and tell other people, you got to do what I didn't do. Okay, so this is one of the other reasons why you want to make sure you have the special agent package when you're doing your parties, because then special agent packages give birth to special agent packages, just like giraffes give birth to giraffes. It's kind of how it goes. All right, but from there, what I'm doing is I'm saying there are 3 types of agents. Okay, there's the the Costco agent, I call them. They spend their $49, they get cheap products. That's basically about it. Then there's the casual agent. This is the person that becomes an agent. They'll do a couple parties. They want to get their products for free. They want to make a few $100s a month. They'll refer it when it's casual, when it's convenient, to people to show them what's going on. And then there's more like the 00 agent. This is like the all-in. This is the one that wants to go out there and earn a full-time income, or they want to fire their boss, or they want to go out there and double, triple their income, and also be able to help a lot of people. And so I talk about those 3 fashions. Why? Because I know that if I talk about all 3 of those, that I'm going to fit them. They're going to fit in somewhere in that. Okay, so there's no one that's going to say that's not for me. Okay, so becoming an agent. Last but not least, one of the things that I would say is this. Okay, the last thing that I would say in terms of delivering, in terms of the business side, is the roadmap to Royale. It's the main thing that I cover. And I really don't think you need to cover much more than that, because most people don't believe they're going to make millions anyway. And I don't even really promote that. Those in the room that want to know more and more details, they'll seek it out and they'll ask you for it. So you can get it to them. But the average person, if I just show them that roadmap to Royale, inside of your agent kit, there's a thing that says roadmap to Royale, and it has mission 1, mission 2, mission 3. Assignment 1, 2, 3, and it talks about getting an iPad, and then going out there and earning a few $100s, and then going and getting a $500 Drive Your Dream monthly bonus. And that's the main thing that I promote. And I say, look, there's great incomes that are available. I know many people that are earning more than full-time livings from this. But the thing that I want people to understand is this. If I can get a group of people, okay, all right, if I can get a group of people to go, this makes sense, the products are great, they love them, I can get them cheaper, fantastic. Not only can I get them cheaper, but I can get them for free for referring other people, and you can get from living room to living room to living room to living room to living room. And if I've got people that are earning a few $100s a month, they're getting free products every month. I'm telling you guys, that was the start of the explosion for our business. Because here's the thing, the big money only works when the little money works. Is if I can get those checks and free products in people's hands so their business is free and clear every month. The thing I love about Seacret, I've never had anybody wake up and call me and say, Jess, I just can't afford to do it anymore. Why? Because we don't have a monthly website fee. They don't have to be buying DVDs and magazines and all these things to go promote their business. The products are their tools. And the products aren't given away. They're just demonstrated. So that way from their package they can show hundreds of people Seacret products. And then they have webinars and all the training material is great. Like no one. And once they refer 4 preferred customers, they don't even pay for an auto ship, which means they have a zero overhead business on a monthly basis. So what's great is that no one ever calls me and says, I can't afford to do it anymore. And if I've got nobody cancels free. So my goal when a new person gets started is to get in their living room, get them a few customers, and get this thing rolling as quickly as possible. Now the people that want to make money, the people that are looking at it want to make money go, okay, I know that if I want to make money, I need to do some of these parties. So in order for me to do these parties, I need to have this set of products. So now I can see why this set of products is valuable enough for me to be able to go find the $500, $600 if I don't have it, the $1,500 if I don't have it, or invest it if I do have it but I'm worried about it, because I see the value in demonstrating this over and over and over and over and over so I can generate all this business, okay? So when people see that, they go, okay, now I get it, right? Now I understand why I need to have all these products and why it is such a such a valuable opportunity to make sure that I have that set for the advantages and the compensation, but also for you to effectively go out there and do parties, okay? So 100 parties in 90 days is what my wife and I did. It was crazy. It was insane. We didn't sleep. We didn't rest. But I can tell you I am excited. Okay? Okay? So anyway, this is basically one of the things that I really wanted you guys to get. Okay? So this is true. They don't cancel awesome either. But anyway, outside of the party, when you're closing it up, what are you doing? Okay, all right. So you're just basically asking people, you know, hey, so you want to get the discount? You want to buy retail? You want to get the discounts, or get started? And I always say, what if someone like here's a great closing question. When they're looking at the products and they're like, oh my God, there's all these products. I don't remember. It's like, hey, well, what's something you wanted to target first? That's a great closing question. What is there something? What area did you want to target first? And like, what do you mean? Well, something on your body or in your face or something like that. And then you find the product that targets that specific issue. So, and that's their first month order as a preferred customer. Is there something you wanted to, target first or take care of first? And then on the business side, obviously, I want to get them, enrolled on that. And then they might have questions. Those that really want to know, that want to know more. Those that don't want to, you should be knocking this out in 40, 50 minutes. I mean, it shouldn't take longer than that. And anything longer than that, you'll lose people. You'll lose signups, you'll lose agents, you'll lose customers, and you'll book less parties if you take longer than that. Okay? And the reason, because most people are sitting there going like, oh, this is going to take forever, and you just lose it. I'm telling you, between 40 to 50 minutes, I'm talking max. You got to be in and out of this deal, all right, and make it happen. Now, I'm talking about from when you start, okay? So when they come in, yeah, you salt and oil them. You get the first 15, 20 minutes of relaxing, getting their spa water, but when you're sitting down, you got 40 to 50, that's it. All right, and you fill out applications. The people that want to know, they'll stick around. And then what I want to do is schedule more parties. So parties need to get more parties. All right, okay. So those are a few things here. Okay, and last but not least, let me show you guys a couple things here. Yeah, I mean, from when you start. Okay, from when you start, it shouldn't. Why? You shouldn't need to be longer than that. Okay. Usually, if you're, it's too much. Okay. Here's a couple of resources for you guys. Okay. Just so you guys know, www.seacretstart.com. Okay, there's an audio training on here you can download. It's MP3s. It's in a zip file, so if you don't know how to do that, find a 12-year-old. They'll show you how to do it, to burn it onto CDs or put it on your iPod or whatever. Okay, it's a zip folder that has the MP3s in it, so that way you can listen to it. It's a 4-hour training. It teaches you the power of this industry, how to launch your business, the Ben Shabbat story, what to do every day, every week, every month, every year, a system to follow, the secret system, okay? All right, so that's one thing. The other thing that you can check out, if you need some before and afters and you don't have any, you can check this out, my wife's Facebook page, Patricia's Secret, okay, Seacret, okay. If you go there and then you go to photos, albums, and then wow results. A lot of the before and after pictures you see in presentations you'll find there. And then I know that other leaders, the calls, everybody has stuff. Just start finding them, download, print them out. But the main thing is put them on your smartphone, because when you have before and after pictures on your phone, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Talk less, show more. So you can just literally be like, check this out, boom, 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 and you have all the pictures right here on your phone without internet. You have them on your phone because you downloaded them to your phone. Okay, so those are a couple of things. Okay, I want to make sure that you guys do and plug into. And then we have our live webinars. Okay, now webinars I love for high tech, for long distance. For local, I want to put products on them. Okay, so they're good, but high tech, you got to go through a lot more numbers than high touch, which is getting these products on people. But as far as the webinars, okay, yes, these are so good. Just show them, get before and afters. This organization, they'll email them, forward them, Facebook them, just whatever we got to do. Okay, all right. And our live webinars are Monday through Saturday. We do at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We do a blueprint training. So like the blueprint that I went through today, this was an elongated training because we were also doing Wow Party training with blueprint training, okay? And then at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we do a secret overview, okay? Secret overview. Now what is this? This is an overview on Secret and the opportunity that, like the one we just did at 4 o'clock, all right, that you can invite guests to every single day. So there's live webinars that you can promote this to every single day, training and presentations going on every day. You've got the audio training program you can go download, okay, the 4-hour program you can download, the before and after pictures that you guys can start using and getting this information out there. But the main things I want you to be focused on is this, is blueprints and parties, blueprints and parties, blueprints and parties, blueprints and parties, okay, and just absolutely rock it out. Some of you guys, you've heard about this, is like it's doing, exposures every day and different things like that. I want you to be thinking about every day I'm demoing. Every day I'm demoing. There's a song called Every Day I'm Hustling. Every day I'm hustling. In Seacret, it's every day I'm demoing, because demo these products, okay? Be the Costco person, okay, that samples out. Sample, 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 sample. You find people that want to buy. When they experience that they like it, they want to buy it. And that instant gratification that people get from Seacret products is outstanding, okay? So your number one objective is to become a superstar. How do you become a superstar? Superstar is 2 agents, 4 preferred customers. Now, in order to do that, you got 28 days to earn that extra bonus for the iPad from the date of your enrollment. You're going to make a few $100s for doing that. You're going to get the bonuses, okay? But all of these people need to be superstar eligible, so premium sets or above, okay? So that is the behavior that produces the results, so people can be effective at doing parties, okay? So that being said, whew, a lot of information, I know. But hopefully there's a few things that can really help you with your business. If anybody has any quick questions, I will take a few of those. And this was recorded, and I will find a way to get the you guys so that way you guys can have access to this to forward to any of your new agents, so that way they can see this as well. And obviously we're doing more trainings. My wife and I do a daily leadership development call, which if you're interested in getting on that, we can get you information about it. It's not something I recommend for new people. Once you've gone superstar, it's something I recommend. But if you have experience in the industry, I'm sure it wouldn't be too much for you. But if anybody has any quick questions, go ahead and type them down there in the box. I'm more than happy to answer a few of them before I make my way down to the beach. So, presentation, see what else, whiteboard. Webinars. Roger. Oh, did I miss it? Roger. Oh, do the first 2 have to be separate legs for superstar? Do the first 2? Yes. Superstar has to be one on the left and one on the right. Okay. So one on the right and one on the left for superstar. Absolutely. Okay. So that's one thing. And let's see what else. For those of you guys that want to know building, kind of just a very simple building philosophy, okay? All right, what you want to be doing is this, is when you're building your binary, okay, is your first recruit, okay, always goes on your shared leg. Now, if you don't know if your shared leg is your right or your left, just ask your sponsor, are you on their right or their left? It's the same as theirs. So in other words, if you say to your sponsor, am I on your right? And he says yes, then that means your shared leg is on the right as well. So right is right, okay? If you are signed up on your sponsor's left, then you guys share the left. Now, what is a shared leg? That means that you and your support team share the responsibility of building that, okay? All right, so right leg, left leg, first one. Second, okay, recruit, okay, is going to go on what they would call your inside, okay? All right. Third, okay, all right, so that way you can become a star and become a superstar, okay, all right, recruit is going to go shared, okay, fourth, okay, recruit is going to go inside, and then your fifth, okay, recruit and on is going recruit, okay, I can spell, recruit is going to go on the lesser side. Okay, so the lesser leg. Which one's the lesser? Whichever one's lesser once this happens. All right, that's a very simple building philosophy. At the end of the day, you want to have what they call 20-20 vision. You want to enroll 20 people on the left and 20 people on the right, and you guys will see this. But once you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some of you guys are like, don't freak out about this. You know, if you haven't gotten 1, don't worry about what to do with your 12th. It's really not relevant. All right, so once you get 11, we'll talk about it. All right, get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll start worrying. Okay. So now, family members are always a good idea if you're trying to, if you're bringing in a lot of family members, you can put them in the same line together so that way they're not competing over their families, is not a bad idea. But ultimately, first shared, this is, you know, kind of the format that you want to teach everybody, you know. And like I said, if you know you're putting in 15 people right away, that's a little different, you know. So it's you know, some of you guys are sponsoring lots of people very fast, so your strategy is a little bit different because you're bringing in that people in a very short period of time, you know. But for most people, it's kind of more one by one. Okay. And you've done this all know Buddy Butter. Kind of got forgotten by the end of the WoW party. So they're a good selling point, by the way. Yeah, for sure. I always re-mention it. So at the end of the salt and oil and the body butter, and be like, and don't forget, you know, remember the first product that you guys tried that you love so much. You know, we want to make sure, because that's obviously included in all the agent sets. So you'll have that in your agent set, or that can be your first order as a preferred customer. So yeah, and they're like, oh yeah. Family competing, meaning like, for instance, let's say I've got my brother on my left and let's say I have two brothers, right? Okay, I've got my brother on my left and my brother on my right. So my brother on my right, anybody that he brings into the business doesn't contribute to this side, and this side, anybody they bring in doesn't compete with this side. So these people probably know a lot of the same people, you know, potentially. Maybe not, but maybe they do. Like, let's say their cousin. So now this person's trying to get the cousin in, and this person's trying to get the cousin in, and if this person gets them, the person that signs up over here doesn't contribute to this side. Okay? So hang on one quick second, guys. Someone's knocking at my door. Yeah. Oh, no worries. We don't need it. I'm on a training call. So don't need clean. No need clean. No. Okay. But towels? We have 2 towels? Oh, okay. I can use towels. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay.